We are back at it again with another commercial breakdown of this college basketball spot that I recently filmed for UAB, which stands for the University of Alabama Birmingham. And this spot was for their 2025 season.
Oh, that one's, yeah.
We got OGs, PGs, GOATs, and OMFG.
We start outside on a Fisher Dolly pushing in to this person that's sitting in the driveway. They're delivering this kind of anthem speech,
When you see him dancing, that's me going to work. There's been a game.
which essentially becomes a voiceover for the remainder of the video. The video is being intercut with various archival footage from previous championships paired with additional scenes that we filmed over 2 days. We've got car mounts, we've got wide angle lenses, and most importantly, we have goats.
We hang banners for goats, tees, and
Okay, let's take a quick second and thank today's sponsor, which is myself, basically, because I don't have any sponsors right now. If you've seen any of my past videos, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thanks for taking time to watch this. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button. That way I know that you're enjoying content like this and I can go and make more breakdown videos similar to this.
Thank you.
I got to film this spot with a tiny but mighty crew. My buddy Steven, who got picked to work on the spot, he was directing, and I had become friends with Steven over the years, and we both wanted to do something sporty.
You see, my skills plus my skills in the ring. Tag team.
And lo and behold, our fates finally aligned. We shot this on the RED Komodo paired with the Angenieux 30 to 90 millimeter lens. We had two other prime lenses with us. We had the ARRI Ultra Prime 16 mil and 50 mil, but ended up using the 16 a lot on the wide angle shots. It wasn't necessarily my first choice to shoot on RED because I'm mostly either a Sony or an ARRI guy, but there is a sporty feel to how RED footage looks that I kind of don't mind. We filmed this commercial over 2 full shoot days, and between those 2 days we had about 10 to 12 setups that we had to capture.
Yeah.
So the spot starts on a daytime exterior scene. We had to film the scene on the earlier side of the day because of scheduling. When it comes to exterior lighting, I use this app called Sunseeker, which you can find in any app store. And what you do is you just basically drop the address of whatever location you're filming in, and it shows you where the sun is positioned based on the time of the day. Our first lighting setup of the day was this big key light we had to throw up, which included the 1200B Godox light, which I had never used before, but John, my boy from Champion Lighting, he came through and suggested it, and that light packed with the Fresnel attachment with a 12x frame of quarter grid diffusion made a really nice soft throw on our talent, which was matching kind of our background levels.
Look at that backlight. I just flooded it out and dimmed it down.
Oh, nice.
We could still throw some diff in front if you want.
And as you can see, you have leaves and branches and some other things that were just kind of creating a little bit of a shape in the background that was nice to have. As the sun rose, you know, obviously our light couldn't compete with the power of the mighty sun. So we try to get our wide shots up front. That way we'd have the best lighting for the overall scene. And then as the sun went up, we basically took a 4x frame of opal and just threw it right next to the talent. And this is where, you know, I had the 30 to 90, so we zoomed in a little bit, pushed up on the dolly, and try to get the remaining takes. In terms of movement, we put down about 20 feet of dolly tracks because we wanted to start in with a soft push towards our talent, and towards the end of the spot we also had a moment where there was a banner dropping that was kind of placed in the middle area of the track, and we just had to land that moment perfectly because no VFX involved a practical moment. We had to get on camera.
It's gonna be another banner year.
And it was pretty tricky because we were working with the forces of the wind and also the sun coming up, bringing exposure levels up. Whenever the wind would blow the banner in certain areas, it would get hit by the sun, get blown out, and it just wouldn't work. So I think we did about 10 takes of this one setup, and finally we're able to land it on the last two.
We got OGs, PGs.
Okay, I love a good car mount, and John had recently gotten these trusses. It's called a modular truss, which I had never really used on set before, but basically what's cool about it is that there are multiple mounting points where you can put a camera on, and you can almost even have 2 or 3 cameras going at once. So it was cool to have this set up on this old Chevy, I think it was a Chevy 307. It was like a 60-year-old car, so we were super careful with how we mounted everything. We started with the camera mounted in the middle, and then we moved to a driver's side window shot, which was my favorite and I was very excited to do. And that's where I threw up the 16mm lens to kind of get this fisheye look that, you know, maybe we've seen in movies or music videos in the past. And then after this setup, we had to rush downtown because we were filming more of the players throwing up poses in the back of a moving car. My boy John, once again, the ultimate rizmaster as well, mounted these rails to where the players could kind of sit back on and be strapped to just for safety. And we also were able to place the Fisher dolly for me to sit on and operate the camera from.
Around here, we stock up on ground. Each one of those stitches, all American. Rings are great.
So by the time we got to downtown Birmingham, it was like close to sunset, and we were mostly working with ambient light, so we were hoping to get some sunset moments. I think we were trying to film between 8 to 10 different people. So we would kind of go down the street, film one player, come back the other way with the second player, go back to the parking lot, swap teams. So it was like there's a whole ordeal within the hour, I guess we had slotted for this moment. But what was cool is we, you know, filmed it all in 60 and also 120 frames. And then we had goats.
And it's a goats.
I personally love a good goat moment in any video, but I do not recommend having goats on set. First of all, there's a huge language barrier between humans and goats, which made it tricky because we were trying to basically film these goats in different parts of the city with a banner on their back, and we just needed them to stand still and kind of look around like you see goats would do on a pasture. But with the forces of many pounds of treats that were fed to these goats, we barely got maybe 1 or 2 moments that lasted for like literally 3 seconds. My tip, I guess, when it comes to filming animals on set is to just shoot more slow-mo. So we filmed a mix of 60 frames and 120 frames. Thanks for taking some time to watch this. I hope you were able to pick up a tip or two, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.